right, here's the explanation for page 17 of Standard of Excellence. We get to learn a new time signature on this one, 3/4 time. We have been very used to 4/4 time and 2/4 time. The number on top tells us how many counts are in a measure, what we're going to count to over and over until the song is done. So when we have a 3 on top, it means we're going to count 1, 2, 3 for each measure. Very cool. So that's what you see in the first song, which is called Channel 3. This guy likes his corny names. The other new thing I need to teach you before we try that song is a new type of note. It's not a whole note, it's not a half note, it is a dotted half note. We have to come up with some kind of note that lasts for 3 counts, that will fill up a measure of 3/4 time. We can't put a whole note there because a whole note lasts for 4. That's 1 beat or 1 count too many. So a dotted half note lasts for 3 counts. What the dot does is add half of the note. So a half note is worth 2 counts, right? What's half of 2? 1. That's what the dot is worth. 1 plus 2 is 3. So when you see this note, you are going to think 1, 2, 3 as you play it. You know me and my swoops. I like to make sure you know to hold it for 3 counts. All right, let's take a look at channel 3 and count this one together, because counting to 3 is going to be weird at first. Here we go. 1, ready, count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very cool. You know me, I'm probably going to ignore that repeat sign. Let's try playing this. Now, measures that you might want to try on their own a little bit, little chunks. Probably the first measure, maybe even the second measure. Definitely measures 5 and 6. You're going to want to play those a little bit on their own. All right. I'm going to use a metronome to help us keep a steady beat. And each measure is going to have 3 of those clicks in it. Okay, and I want you to try to play along with that click. Let's try it. 1, ready, go. I hope that went pretty well for you. Make sure pause, practice, play along again. And that was cool. You might have noticed that I counted that one off a little differently. I didn't say 1, 2, ready, go. Can you see why? 4 counts. So I'm going to say 1, ready, go. Sometimes I just take a breath right before we're going to play because I need to breathe to play too. I am skipping over Down in the Valley. Not that I don't like that song. I really, really do. In fact, it's the first place where they give us forte, which means loud, and piano, which means soft. And right now, at this point in your lives, just make a difference, okay? Try for a little louder and a little bit softer. I'm skipping over it. I honestly, page 17, one of my favorite pages in the book. I love every song on this page, but I don't want this video to be 18 minutes long. So take a look at the song Brother Martin. This one's kind of cool because it pairs a lot of half notes and quarter notes together. And it's one that you can play as a round. Maybe I'll do an a cappella video of that. That could be cool. There's this really neat app called a cappella where you can play like a duet or a trio with yourself. Kind of cool. So Brother Martin, you're going to get into this habit of counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because you have a lot of half note, quarter note. It's kind of like long, short, long, short. It's a really cool song. I like it a lot. All right, metronome's still set at 80. There's our click. Here we go. 1, ready, go. I hope that went well for you. It's a really nice song. The next song we see is one called The Little Fish, which is another cool one. Do you notice what happens at the beginning of the song? What is that thing called? If you said pick up note, you're absolutely right. It's actually pick up notes because it's 2/8 notes leading into the first full measure. So for this one, you look at the end, there are only 2 counts in that measure. It's because they stole count 3 and stuck it at the beginning. And so to count this, we would think, ready, go. 3 and 1. And that's how we start the song. Let's count this one together. Here we go. Ready, go. 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Awesome. Measures to practice on their own, possibly measure 3, measure 4. You're going to notice a little bit of repeating between the first phrase, the first 4 measures, and the second half of the song. All right, let's try this song. Remember, I'll count us off for 2 because we come in on count 3. Ready, go. Oop, I held that one for 3 counts. Sorry about that. 1 extra count. I gave you an extra count for free. All right, our last song on this page is called Go For Excellence, because you know on the bottom of every other page he has a Go For Excellence. And this one is called When Love Is Kind. And before we play this one together, I want you to pause and I want you to practice 2 measures at a time. Get the hang of that. So you would sit there and go, okay. There's my first 2 measures. Oh, I played that wrong. Let me try that again. You try little pieces of it before you try to put the whole puzzle together. Honestly, you could look at measure 2, 4, and 6 and try those on their own a little bit also, which would be very cool. All right, we have a lot of things we have to focus on in this one. 3, 4 time. We've got 8th notes on count 2 every now and again, and forte and piano. So we need to try to make forte a little louder and piano a little bit softer. You do that with air. Okay, you're going to blow your air. You're going to give it more air force for the forte parts and a little bit less for the piano parts. And truthfully, we tend, as 4th graders, we tend to play kind of like mezzo piano all the time, kind of in the middle. So just aim a little bit louder for the forte. If you make a difference right now, that's good with me. We've got time to learn dynamics. Okay? All right, let's try this song. 3 counts to start. 1, ready, go. I'm going to start again because I'm not sure how to stop and pause and like get rid of that last part. I didn't go loud and soft. Let's try it again. 1, ready, go. That was not a song I'd ever heard of before this book, and I really dig it. There's actually a second part that's kind of pretty, but it goes up to a note we don't know yet. All right, friends, that is page 17. Please rewatch if you've got some stuff you want to understand. Please enjoy practicing, like one of my favorite pages in the book, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye, guys.